The most important thing during Beesmas is honestly probably gingerbread bears. Gingerbread bears are probably like the most important thing, because if you don't know, the catalog requires you to have a bunch of gingerbread bears in order to actually buy pretty much anything, including the puppy reindeer antlers, which is one of the best, or the super smoothie pack. Now in today's video, I'll be showing you how to actually grind for all of these gingerbread bears and the best methods on order, as well as the best methods in order to actually get all of these gingerbread bears. So the first one we have is actually mobs. Mobs are by far the best way to actually get these, or one of the best ways. You can get them from ladybugs, spider, mantis, or werewolf. Werewolf has the highest to actually drop, or at least that's where I always get it, and then it's probably mantis, spider, and then ladybugs. Ladybugs are quite low chance of getting them. I might actually get one now. No, but I did get a couple of snowflakes. So just make sure that you actually like AFK in pine tree, especially if you're blue. That's really good. And now for normal mobs, these are the best ones to actually grind. However, for bosses, they are on a totally different level. For example, Stumps now has a chance to drop between 5 and 50 gingerbread bears every time you defeat it. It's mostly on the lower end, and because it spawns once every 3 days, it is perfect to kill. It can literally drop you 50 or 3 gingerbread bears, which is actually insane. And this brings us to our next boss. There is another mob I will talk about soon. However, the next boss I will talk about is actually the good old coconut crab. Coconut crab drops by far the most and respawns the most, so it is probably the best mob to grind. I highly recommend grinding this boss if you actually want to go ahead and get some gingerbread bears. I'm pretty sure this is 100% correct, but the faster you kill it, the more gingerbread bears you actually get. So make sure you're using like stingers, coconuts, and all of that to try to get as many as possible. Just like that, I have killed my coconut crab, and we're actually going to see how many gingerbread bears I can actually collect. I just got a super smoothie, which is kind of good, but there's a gingerbread bear, there's another one, so hopefully I get a fair bit more. I'm currently at 3 right now. They will refresh every time I don't collect them in time. Oh yeah, that's 4, that's 5. Oh yeah, that's a fair bit I've actually collected just then. I think I got around 6 or something during that. It's still going, but that's around it. And it will respawn in about 1 day and 10 hours, which is super fast compared to the other bosses. And for the amount, that's basically like 7 a day just from defeating coconut crab. That was a bit low on my end, but that is how good coconut crab actually is. The final mob I actually want to talk about is actually the festive nymphs. If you've completed the stick bug, the festive nymphs have a small chance of dropping a gingerbread bear, and because there's so many nymphs, the odds are pretty high for the entire round. You would get around 10 per stick bug. The only problem with this is that you actually have to complete stick bugs quest, and stick bugs quest this time is not ideal. Stick bug, you need 4 walking nymph stickers and 2 small blue chicks, which is not very easy to get. However, if you are able to actually complete stick bugs quest, please grind it for these nymphs, because they are just really good at giving gingerbreads. If you just do it 1 a daily or spend your 50 tickets, it is definitely worth the gingerbread bears. Now I don't believe you can get them from memory matches or anything, which is sad. However, the last mob I want to talk about is actually over here. So obviously you will do your tunnel bear, your king beetle, as normal. However, the actual one I want to talk about is the new retro games. The retro games do have a chance of dropping it once you finish the actual games. However, I don't recommend actually doing it, because it's really boring playing the retro games, and you have to get a pretty high score. So I don't recommend playing the retro games if you actually want them. The second way I recommend actually getting these is through the new quests. So if you don't know, every time you complete a quest, there's a chance you get a pretty high amount of gingerbread bears. It's normally between 1 and 3 gingerbread bears per quest is what you will receive. So Black Bear, Onyx gave me about 3 also, I think. Polar Bear gave me 1. So if you just hand in your quest, then you should be pretty good getting a fair bit of gingerbread bears. It is definitely ideal if you actually want to go ahead and hand in your quest to actually do it. And on the topic of the NPC quest, we actually have the presents. If you don't know, once you hand in a present, you actually get a fair bit as well. If you don't know, once you hand in a present, you get about the same amount you would from a quest. It's sad because it is only 1 time as well. You can only handle 1 present and 1 quest per NPC. However, they still give about 6 in total, 6 gingerbreads in total from each NPC. And while we're kind of on the topic of NPCs and stuff, we have the presents. Now the first few presents won't give you much, but I just opened present number 7 earlier, and I think it gave me around 5 gingerbread bears, so it's getting a fair bit, and the higher you go, the more you will actually receive. Because currently I'm at 27 gingerbread bears and I've already bought a bunch of stuff in the shop and gifted some bees. If you don't like killing the mobs, you can actually do this during boost. You can get gingerbreads through festive beans. Each bean will spawn around 50 gingerbread bears. So when you use this during your boost, as most people do, make sure you have a look out for your gingerbreads when you actually do it, and you'll get about 50. If you're super lucky and manage to get all of them, you could get 50 out of most will despawn, so you'll get around like 10. These numbers aren't exact, they're just what I normally get. Now the final main way to actually go ahead and collect all of your gingerbread bears are through all of the little bee shrines. If you don't know, the winter merry match has a chance of dropping anything winter. So once you complete honeybee's quest, which I don't think anyone is, look at this is impossible, but that's not this video. If you are able to do it, you will have a chance of getting gingerbreads from it, as well as snowflakes and all the other festive stuff. And with that, we obviously have to, honestly, jar gives you a guaranteed one every 8 hours, which is kind of good. It's not compared to the best one I'm about to show, but if you time it right, you can get about 3 every single day, so that should be fine if you're able to do it. And the final one is actually the most powerful, best one in the and this is the best one in the game. It is obviously Mother Bear's one over here. Every 2 hours you get a guaranteed gingerbread. So basically, if you just macro this as well as all of the mobs as well as everything else, you'll be able to get so many gingerbread bears every single day. It will actually be super useful. If you turn on all of these macro settings, it will be super good. I will make a video about how to, it doesn't matter what anyone says, that is by far the best one, so make sure you turn that on in your macro settings. And that is pretty much every single way to actually get gingerbreads in the game effectively. There are a few other ways, including some specific bee equips such as the puppy antlers and a few others, but they're really specific and I don't think it's worth it too much to actually have those equipped. If you did like that, then please go ahead, like, subscribe and comment something down below, as well as join my Discord for trading in the new Beesmas update, because trading stickers is very difficult right now. And I suppose I should catch you all in the next video, so goodbye.